Jimmy Witherspoon is just a great jazz man. He's worked with the best of them. Charlie Parker, Ray Charles, Count Basie, etc., etc. Say hello to a living legend, Jimmy Witherspoon. It's just terrific to catch up with you.
Thank you.
This is what, how many trips to Australia now?
It's my second one. My third. I was here in World War II.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Where did you play then?
I was playing with the Japanese in Fremantle.
Oh, right.
Fremantle, Australia.
Well, it's good to have you in 1989.
That's right.
I was reading some stuff about you just recently, even before I knew that you were coming to Australia, and even before I then realised that I'd have the pleasure of having you on the show. And because you're, quite an affluent man, you knocked the old theory that to play and to sing good jazz, you've got to be poor and down and out, don't you?
Well, that's a myth. That's a myth that a lot of writers in America wrote, because a lot of the older blues singers, the record companies would go down, record them, pay them no money, and they would get no royalties. And because some of us went to school and some of us didn't. Johnny Hooker and I are the same age. It's not my fault because he didn't go to school. Can't read or write, but, it's an advantage.
Did you start off from pretty humble beginnings?
Yes, I did. I started off in church at 5 years old. And I've been singing in church ever since. I still sing in church, by the way.
Jimmy, what was the first really big break for you? What changed everything for you?
Ain't nobody's business.
Yeah.
What I do. That was a big one.
What year was that?
1949.
That really means that you've had good selling records in every decade since what? Since the 40s?
That's right. Elvis Presley came along and kind of put me on the back burner for a while, but he also helped us because he brought the blues forward.
Did you work with him at all?
No, I didn't. But Eric Burden, no, I didn't know him, but Eric Burden and I are good friends.
Right. I thought there was some problem with Eric and yourself.
Well, not really. He just said he didn't want to appear with me anymore, and we're in business together also.
What was his reason?
He said because I've got positive press.
And he wasn't getting positive press?
But I told him I've been singing the blues for a long time. I said, Eric, I had to teach you how to say, Lord, Lord. You're from Newcastle, and you was out here hollering, Lord, 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 Lord. I says, he's not going to answer you like that.
Jimmy, the news that you had when you were over here on one trip, I guess it'd be what, 1980, 1981? 1980. Wasn't good, was it?
No, it wasn't. As a matter of fact, I was in Sydney, and the doctor came to the hospital, and the promoter over here who I was playing for thought I was faking. And I had to go to Paris to play at the Meridian Hotel. And when I got there and I went to Jersey, the island of Jersey, and from there to Manchester, discovered I had cancer at the epiglottis. That's just above my vocal cords.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had 28 two-minute radiation treatments on my throat. And they said I'd never sing again. I went back 6 months later and packed the theater in Manchester, did a benefit for the hospital. And I've been nominated for 3 Grammys since then. And I'm going to be nominated for another one this year.
Well, that's 9 years ago, and I'm so pleased that you'll talk about this, because with cancer, there really is so much negative publicity. We had a campaign here in Australia some years ago, which I thought was a very good one. It said that cancer is simply a word. It is not a sentence. And I think it's great for people who have cancer watching our show today to see someone like yourself who's beaten it.
Well, you know what? That's why I talk about it. I will even show my diagnosis. That shows you how I feel about it. And it can be beaten with faith and with positive thinking. I had that experience in 1948, Science of Mind, which helped me with the Baptists.
Okay, sure. Okay, now faith and religion we can identify with that, but when people talk about positive thinking, what exactly do you mean by positive thinking?
That whatever's going to happen one day at a time. You can't prepare for tomorrow too much, because that's in the Bible also. Because the Egyptians, God told them, to take enough food for one day at a time.
Yeah. Well, okay, you took lots more than food in years gone by. You liked your booze, and you liked to smoke.
Yes, I did.
Drugs? What about drugs, Jimmy?
No.
Never drugs?
No, I never smoked grass.
Anything
I've
heavier?
had, well,
Anything
we
heavier?
won't comment on that. I refuse to answer that.
On the grounds it might incriminate you, yeah. But
No, but
the booze and the
I'm
cigarettes you
clean.
throw away.
Everything.
And
I
you feel
threw
much
away
better for that,
everything.
obviously.
That's right. And the doctor didn't tell me to stop smoking because I never inhale anyway. And he never could believe when they did the biopsy on me. He says, Jimmy, you smoke 3 packets of cigarettes a day, and your lungs are healthy. And the roof of your mouth, we don't believe it. But I said, Doc, I don't inhale.
Is your age any secret, Jimmy?
Sure, it's a secret. And the black hair is from radiation, by the way, Bert. I'm 66.
66, not a bad 66, is he? And after the break, he's going to sing for us. Jimmy Witherspoon. We'll see you soon. Thanks, Jimmy.